Just state your name.
My name is Monty Williams. I go to Stevenson High School. I'm in 12th grade, 17. And like, basically, I feel like with school, I mean, there's certain parts that help us, but like most stuff we learn, like pre-calculus, most of us not going into the math field. So I feel like economics, that's the major class that we need. Teach us about how to manage our money. So I think they should have like different levels of economics. Like freshman year, just like how they do math, like freshman year economics, sophomore year. So then when you get to your senior year, you're not struggling trying to get all that information at once, like trying to learn how to manage your money. That's the main thing we need, like being, especially seniors. So that's why a lot of seniors flunk out, and that's why you got bankruptcy and all that, because you get only 1 year economics and multiple years of pre-calculus and trigonometry, most of the stuff that we not most likely like 85% of us not gonna use. So I just feel like economics should be like more of an in-depth class, more 4 years, and they should lessen down on the math.
Got it.
That's how I feel about school.
Well, so as far as give me something like, if you could change anything, if you could create a school from the ground up, what would that school look like?
What it look like?
Yeah, what would you definitely better question? What would you definitely have to include?
Of course, the courts, the basketball courts. I'll give us like, our football team has to travel. We don't really have a home stadium, so I give us like a home stadium, bleachers and everything like that. And I have more like after school activities. Like at my school, it's not really nothing for like the students to do after, like if you're not in a club or something. And that's why most of us, especially the black people, black males, when we bored, that's when they get the gang banging and all that stuff like that. So like, even like something little as if my school had like an open gym from hours like 4 to 8, we'd stay out of trouble from 4 to 8. At least we know we staying out of trouble. Just little stuff like that. But like most school systems don't think of stuff like that. So that's why we go to the parks, parks, smoking, drinking. That's why other stuff happens. But if it was like more activities the school did instead of just trying to get us out of there, it'd be more. How I say this? We'll stay out of trouble basically. You know what I'm saying? So I had like open gyms, more activity for the school to be involved. Like if you're not on a basketball team, them 12 players, that's it. You don't play basketball no more. So I just get like more opportunity basically, more opportunities.
So now you mentioned basketball. What other activities would you like to see?
Oh, everything: chess, basketball, football, math club, all that. Reading, everything you could. Just keep students involved, keep them busy. Get them more busy, the less time we got to get in trouble, basically, especially in the area we in right now. So.
Damani, would you consider yourself a nerd?
Consider myself a nerd? Yeah. I mean, I get good grades, but I also get the girls too.
So is it like bad to be a nerd? Like how do you feel?
I mean, I get down with everybody.
Okay.
So I've been cool. So I don't like being categorized in a group. I think trying to be like something, that's what makes me lame. Trying to be cool, that's what makes you lame to me. So if you just be yourself, then that's who you is. You go with me.
So when you leave school, what's your line of business you want to get into?
I want to get into the sports business. Either whether that's being a sports trainer, like basketball trainer, or a sports agent in the sports business. Basically, what I do is help out the kids. I know me personally, I didn't get a lot of help that I needed when I first came down here from New York. So my thing is like be like a local business. I don't need all the big riches and everything. Just like help out the kids, give them opportunities, so they could venture off and continue my name. Just something like just being remembered. Basically, it's not about the money.
Got it. And how has school prepared you for that?
I mean, truthfully, really, school didn't really prepare me to get that type of mindset. Like going through experiences, basically. So like, I mean, like back to what I said, economics is the real thing that I really like need. Literature, keeping your grammar up, learning how to talk and how to move around certain people, like from higher places and everything like that. But like other than that, math, nothing really. And most teachers, like once your students talk too much, you just get book work, so you're not really learning from that. So you get some more teachers that be involved. Like I had a U.S. history teacher named Mr. Axon. He told us as soon as we got in the door, you don't pass my final test, you don't pass the class. So instead, like we used to do mad notes, and then like at the end of every week we'll go over each note. So if you ain't know it, like that was a grade at the end of class. So stuff like that, make sure your kids know the grades. And I'm pretty sure you don't want to keep failing. And he has tutorials where he help you out. You get 5 points for going to tutorial. So he helping your grade out and he's helping you. So like stuff like that. More teachers would do something like that. I think that the graduating percentage, the passing rate, all that would go up.
As you mentioned that, right? What if you could help me out? If you think about one of the best teachers you ever had, right?
Mm-hmm.
tell me a little bit about that person, and then tell me about one of or the worst teacher you ever had, and tell me a little bit about that person.
I got two best teachers, Mr. Axon and Mr. Swain. I took Mr. Axon last year. I took Mr. Swain last year too. But I'm taking her again this year. What they do, they give you a lot of work. It's not easy, because if you do your work, it's easy to understand. Like, I learned something about from Henry David Thoreau. Like, without a struggle, there's no progress. From Mr. Swain, British literature, American literature, and I stick to that. So like, when you go through something, obviously, without a struggle, there is no progress. So you actually you really learning stuff from detail. Like, just like all that work, once you keep writing down something, you memorize it. Same thing, Mr. Axon. So many notes. And I go over it. They keep going over it. It register your head. When I got into this class last year, I didn't know nothing about the amendments, the Cold War, or anything. I finished the class. I passed with an 88. Got a 90 on my final test. So basically, my worst teacher, I ain't gonna say no names, but just straight book work, no help. Don't do nothing. Like, you just do you grade your papers, and that's it. That's one of the worst teachers. But other than that, and then I got a teacher who in the middle, Dr. Noble. She it's my class, my economics teacher. She not gonna wait for you, basically. So she know where you at. So you gonna do your work, you gonna do your work. If you're not, you're not. So we got more computer work. We able to access at home on our phones and everything. So it's a deadline date. So she tell you your deadline date Monday, your stuff need to be done by next Monday. So, and that's not her problem. Like, you get your work done, you do your own research. So you also learn on your own. So like you put all that together. That's why something you learn on your own, but you also learn in class too. A lot of teachers just, some teachers don't even give homework. I'm not saying I like all the homework, but it helps too. You learn homework. Or even just class activities, interacting, discussions. We do that in Miss Swain class, a lot of discussions. We read a book and then we talk about it. We had to read Hamlet on our own. We need to understand Hamlet. Then we had Macbeth as a class. So she'll break down the terms for us and everything like that. So basically, a mixture of Mr. Axon, Dr. Noble, and Mrs. Swain. That would be my ideal teacher. Worst teacher is not getting involved with your classroom. So students, we feel if you don't care, basically why should we care? We see how you doing. You getting paid to just sit on your butt. We can get paid to sit on our butt too. That's how we really look at it. So that's how I feel about teachers.
So as we getting ready to make a brand new school, what is some of the things that you want to tell us that we need to make sure that we think about?
I need to have Mr. Axon, Dr. Noble, Miss Swain. Y'all need a coach who gonna get involved. Gym teachers, not just focus on that one. Some gym teachers just come just to coach a certain sport. We need gym teachers who got a background in all fields, not necessarily jocks, but people that's interacting in their community. We need stuff like that too. So it's basically, we need a principal who's gonna interact. We need counselors. We just need people that's willing to help. We need people that's willing to learn too. That's also with students too. You're not willing. We think that everything's supposed to be given to us and stuff like that. And that's why I learned in my class. Everybody, man, how I got this grade, The teachers say it, you earn your grade, and that's 100% true. They don't give you nothing. So we just
What do you think about all of the standardized testing? How do you feel about that? I heard you and your homeboy talking about ACTs, SATs, plus a bunch of other standardized tests. How do you think? Listen, you can break it down, but how do you think those things are accurate as far as identifying your intelligence or how much you know or how intelligent, how smart you are?
I don't think it represents you at all. Because my SAT score, I think I'm pretty smart. But I fell asleep on my SAT. So, and I got a low score because of that. So now when you look at me, you look at my grades, I have honor roll. But then you look at my SAT scores, you're like, what happened? So I don't think that represents you at all. Because you don't know what could have happened. You might have had a bad day. And it's one test, that one day. So you don't know. That don't represent your all throughout what you've been doing. It's just one test, one time. So I don't think that really represents who you are. I really don't like the SAT and the ACT, how it's ran. And other than that, with the ACT, and as long as ever too, once you take a test for 5 hours, you get a 5-minute break. That's nothing. 5-hour test, at the end, you start just putting answers down too. As much as you study for it, that's 5 hours. A lot of kids don't have a good attention span. They get off, their mind start wandering off, and then you don't get as much time as you need. But 5 hours, that's a long test, man. So, I don't really like the SAT and the ACT, because they don't really represent the student who they really are.
Thank you. Anything else you want to add?
Shout out to the whole ad now.
These shout outs, bro.
Yeah, shout out to my mom. Shout out to the whole Buffalo. The 716, hold it down. Everything else is good.
POP for life.
POP for life.
At the money.